Hello everyone. Am I audible to all of you? Yes. Hi, Pritham. Hi. Thanks for the confirmation. Okay, I will wait 1 more minute. Then after that, we can start the session. Yes. Hi, Ibrahim. Hi. Okay. So I think, guys, we can start. Good afternoon from Pakistan. Yes. Hi. Good afternoon, Sally. Okay, guys. So let me present my screen. Then we can start with our session. Okay. I think I haven't shared my screen. Just a minute. Hmm. So I think my screen is visible to all of you. Yeah, Krishna, good afternoon. How is your health? Now I'm fine, but still I'm having cough actually. But soon I'll recover maybe because it's winter here, right? So that's why I'm waking up at the morning. So maybe because of that. But I'm the morning guy actually. I like to wake up at the morning. Okay, fine. So, guys, welcome to our Generative AI Professional Level LLM Application Development course. So, yesterday I was talking about like line chain expression language. We saw like what is the combined chain and how we can create the a RAG with the help of LCL. Even I already showed you one line chain ecosystem called line graph for the model serving and all. So, in this class, we'll try to see some more ecosystem. Like we'll show you the line graph as well as the Lang Smith. Okay, both will try to develop see that. Okay, why we can use that and how it is helping us whenever we are developing any application. So first of all, let me write down the agenda. So the agenda is we'll be learning ecosystem, ecosystem. So the first ecosystem, Lang graph we already learned. Sorry, Lang serve we have already learned, right? Lang serve is covered. Second, we'll see Lang graph. Then third, we'll see Lang Smith. Okay, so this is for the model serving. This is for the agents and multi-agents implementation. Agents and multi-agents. And this is for monitoring. Okay, monitoring LLM app. Okay, so this and this one are the LLM ops tool. Okay, and this is the agents tool. Okay, I think you know agents and multi-agents, right? AI agents. So we can create the agents with the help of line graph. There is another tool in the market which is alternative of line graph called Crew AI. So Crew AI is the more easy to use. Even it is getting more popularity nowadays because of the multi agents than agentic AI. So we'll more focus on the crew AI whenever we are developing the agents, but at least I will show you how we can be LangGraph can be used, okay, for developing these kinds of agents and multi-agents application. Fine. All right. So yeah, so this is the agenda for today, and next we'll try to develop some actually project. Okay. So let me see the curriculum, and I will also give you the idea about the prompt engineering a little bit. We'll try to understand about the prompt engineering. Then let me see the curriculum. So after that, we'll see ecosystem prompt engineering. Yeah, level one application will develop. So around 10, 8 to 10 project we have, we'll try to develop. Then we'll see the Llama index. Okay, alternative of LangChain. Yes, then we'll start with LLM ops. We'll see different platform like Vertex AI, Bedrock. Then level two application, then multi-model Gen AI application, agents and multi-agents with the help of Crew AI. Then professional level three application and deployment part. Okay, then our course would be over. Okay, so as of now, we have learned so many basics and foundation things. Okay, whatever things you need to develop a project. So this is super important. Okay, first of all, try to get familiar with these are the technology. Then easily will be able to develop a project. Okay, whether it's level one, level two, level three, anything. Hmm. All right, so now we can start, guys. So first of all, let's try to see the demo of this line graph. Okay, so for this, I'm going to open up my local folder. So here, so you can search for line graph. Line graph. So see, this is the line graph. So line graph is a library for building stateful multi-actor application. Actor means agents, okay, with LLM used to create agents and multi-agents workflows. Okay, compared to other LLM framework, it offers this core benefit cycle. Okay, so these are the thing actually it offers. That means the entire documentation they have given. They have given how to install it. Okay, even they have also given some dummy code snippet you can execute. Okay, so these are the thing. But again, I feel like this documentation is a little bit confusing for the first time if you're doing these kinds of work. First of all, see my implementation, then try to go with the documentation. Okay, then things would be more clear to you. Hmm. So I'll open up my local folder, and here let's open up my terminal as well as my Visual Code Studio. Okay. So maybe you remember I already created one environment in my previous session. So let me activate that. So conda env list. Okay. So I created this LLM app one. So let me activate this. So conda activate LLM app one. And my previous project, I will get that .env file also. Hmm. Let me get the .env file. Just a minute, guys. It is available. Maybe this is the file. Let me check. Maybe this is the file. So I don't need grok API. I also don't need, these are the things as of now. Yeah, so I need Tabili API key. Okay. Tabili. Why? I'll let you know. So let's close it. So here I will create a file. I'll name it as langgraph. Okay, langgraph demo dot ipynb. Let's select the kernel. Hmm. So first of all, let's load my env file. Okay, how to load? So import operating system, then from .env, get .env. Maybe I already installed .env, but let me check. Import load env, load.env, and I also need find.env. Now let me check. Also, I need that requirement.txt file. So inside that, here you can see I'm installing langgraph. Okay, langgraph. This is the version. Is session started? I can't see anything on the dashboard. Yes, session has started, Arvind. Just refresh the dashboard. You will be able to see that. So it is going live. So some installation is happening. Let's wait. After that, we can see the demo. Okay, it's done. Now see it's working fine. Now what I will do, I will load the environment. So let's load env. Inside that find.env, and then I will load my API key, OpenAI. In case you can also use Grok API key, okay? Grok model, Open API. It should be OpenAI API key, API underscore key is equal to OS dot environ. Okay, inside that I have to mention the key. All right. Hmm. Now let's load. See, it's working fine. Now see, the first thing we have to understand what is agents exactly. Okay. See, I told you with the help of line graph, we can create a agents and multi-agents. So do you know what is agents, guys? I think in dashboard, it is not loading after the refresh. It should load, guys. Those who are joining from the dashboard, can you see? So there is a button, YouTube button you need to click, okay, in the dashboard. Adash, just click there. It will, I mean, work. Otherwise, you can join from YouTube. Maybe it is also fine. Yeah. So guys, I think you know about the agents, right? So let me show you one example of the agents. Let's say if I go to the chat GPT, and previously those who have used the chat GPT, I think you know, let's say if I'm asking something which is not, let's say, available, okay, which is not available, let's say, in the knowledge base. So that time it used to give the response like that. Let's say I don't have sufficient amount of information. But nowadays, ChatGPT got evolved. Actually, they're using something called agents in the backend. So if you're asking something which is not available in the knowledge base, so it can perform real-time search operation. Okay, that means it can perform the research operation, and it can give you the response. So let me show you one example. Let's say here I'm asking, give me 2025. Okay, LA wildfire. So I think you know in Los Angeles there is a wildfire. Okay, so I need the update. So give me 2024 LA wildfire update. Okay, now let's see if I send this request. Now see, it will search over the web. Can you see? Okay, it is search over the web. Now, based on that, it is giving me the response. Even it is also giving you some reference website from where it is referring. Okay, now see, this is another website I will open. So from this website, it has extracted, okay, the information, and it is showing you there, okay, real time. Okay, so that means now we don't need to rely on the LLM. Okay, we don't need to retrain the LLM on the current information. So what we can do, we can add agents functionality, okay, with our agents, sorry, with our LLM. And LLM can real times do the search operation over the internet, and it can refine the answer, and can give it to you. So this is called actually agents exactly. Okay, now previously we had something called agents, now we have something called multi agents. That means you can create multiple agents, and you can interconnect each other. Let's say all the agents will work together, okay, like that you can also create, and this is called agentic AI. We'll also learn this part, like when there is a course is coming on the agentic AI. Let me show you. So this is the course. So this course will start from 15 January 2025. So if you are interested, guys, you can enroll. And I will suggest go with the Udon Plus subscription, because it's around 2,999 rupees only. 1 year you can access all the courses from the Udon side. Okay. So so first of all, we'll try to see how we can create these kinds of agents, like the simple agents. Going forward, we'll also see like how we can create the multi agents with the help of Kuru AI and all. Okay, as of now, with the help of line graph, we'll try to see these kinds of agents, okay, how it can be developed. Because previously, whenever we didn't have, okay, previously whenever we didn't have, let's say, line graph kinds of framework, how people used to create the agents. So for these, they used to write the manual code. They used to use different search operation, let's say search tool. Based on that, they used to extract. Then they used to, let's say, refine. Then there was a lots of actually, let's say, step that people used to perform. But nowadays, you don't need to do that many of a step. Only you just need to use some functionality, give you a search, everything will be done automatically. Okay, and this thing we'll try to see with the help of line graph. But line graph is a little bit actually low level actually, let's say, framework. That means in Kuru AI, let's say, you can write 2 line of code. In LangGraph, you have to write 5 line of code. Okay, so that's why I can say LangGraph is a little bit hard to understand it as compared to coding syntax, but Kuru AI is like very easy to understand, because it is a high level on top of the LangGraph only at the end. Okay, there is an issue with the dashboard. Really, guys, is there any issue with the dashboard? Let me check. Yes, I think there are some issue. Even I can't see right now. It's blank, I think. Okay, I will check with the team. No issue. No need to worry. You can join from the YouTube, guys. Okay. So this live is also happening over the YouTube. Even on YouTube, even my YouTube, you can join from there. It's completely fine. All right. So let's try to see how these kinds of agents can be implemented. So let's open up my code, and here, let me do it. Okay. But see, as I already told you, to do this kinds of search operation over the internet, real-time search operation, I need some search tool. Okay, I need some search tool. So there are different search tool, like SARP API is there. SARP API is one of them. So with the help of SARP API also, you can get actually real-time response from the Google search. Okay, so it will do the search operation over the Google, and it will give you the response. There is another one called Tavily. Okay, Tavily is another actually search API you can use. Okay, both will give you the API key. With the help of API key, you can send the request, you can get the response. But both is having actually premium, let's say, subscription plan. But initially, if you're creating the account, it will give you some, let's say, request actually per month. I think it will give you actually 1,000 request. I think sorry, 200 2,500 query actually will be getting. Okay, no credit card required. And Tabily will be getting, I think, 1,000 around. So if you don't have the account in the Tabily, you can sign up. Okay, for me, I already have the account. I'll just try to log in. So let me log in with my Google account. So I'll select my Google account. This is the account I'm using. So you can use SARP API, either you can use Tabily. Okay, both will work fine, but I'm going to use Tabily in this example. Now see, 1,000 requests you can send. Okay, API limit you have. Already I have sent 34 requests. Okay, out of 1,000 requests. And if you want to create an enterprise level application, that time you can go with the premium plan. Okay, if you want. Now here is the API key, guys. Can you see? You can also delete, you can also create a new API key. It's up to you. So for me, I already have the API key. What I will do, I'll just try to copy. And here, you just need to paste it. Inside env, you have to give Tabily API key. And inside that, you have to paste the API key. Okay. So this is my API key. And don't share this API key. And don't use my API key also, because I'm going to remove after this class. Okay. Yes. Fine. All right. Now let's define our large language model, because at the end, this agents will refer the large language model only. It will do the real time search operation is completely fine, but to refine that answer, it needs the help from the LLM. So let's define the LLM. So from langchain underscore OpenAI. Okay, I need to import chat OpenAI because I'm using chat completion model. Chat OpenAI. Okay. Then let's define the LLM. So LLM is equal to chat OpenAI. Inside that, I will give the model. So here I need GPT 3.5 turbo model. Okay, this model I'm going to use. Okay, now let me initialize. Now let's import this tably from the langchain. So from langchain dot community, then inside that there is a function called tools. Inside that tably source is there. So tably source, I need to import tably search result. Okay, this is the function you have to use to do the search operation. Now create an object search, and let's define the tably. Sorry, tably search. Inside that, you have to give the max result parameter, like how many response you want to get from the search result. So here I'll give 3 results I want to get. Okay, then you can test whether it's working or not. I'll do the search of search dot invoke. Okay, and inside that, uh, I'll pass one question. So here I can give tell me about 2025 LA wildfire. Okay, so let's say this is my question I'm giving. Now let me execute. Okay, it is telling unauthorized for the URL. Okay guys, why? Let me check. Unauthorized for the URL api.com source. Method not allowed. Okay, so let me check guys, what is the issue. Mm, it should work, but why it's not working? Let me give another question. Maybe some issue with the API key. Set me with OS. Just a minute guys, let me check. What I can do, I can also load this Tably API key. Okay, so let me check. Mm, I'm not sure. Just a minute. Heavily search example with Python. Launcher. Okay, now it should work. Yeah, so now it is working, guys. Okay. So the issue was previously Tabby used to automatically load the environment variable, but now they have updated their package. So what you have to do, you have to set as environment variable. Okay, then it will work. In what criteria it will check LLM or web based on the search. Let's say the search operation we are doing. Let's say here we are asking this question. Let's say tell me about 2025 LA wildfire. So definitely this particular information, it is not available in the knowledge base. First of all, it will go to the chat GPT, that means this model. So this model will respond like I don't have sufficient amount of information, then it will use the search tool to search the internet. Okay, Adarsh, got it. Now see, this is referring different website, and here is the response I'm getting: Los Angeles wildfire updates. Okay, now we'll be using this method to do the agents implementation with the help of line graph. Okay. So now let's create the tool. So you have to take a variable called tools. Inside that you can define your tool. So here I am using source tool of the Tabili. Now you can also use multiple tool if you want, but as of now I'm using only one tool. Now this is the tool. Inside that I have Tabili source tool. Okay. Now why it is giving three response? Because you have defined three response. If you're giving four, it will give you four response. Okay. Based on that, you can change the parameter anytime. Now let's use line graph to implement the agent. So let's import line graph, line graph dot pre-built import create react agents. Okay, this is the function you have to use. Then create react agents is inside that you have to pass the large language model you want to use and the tools. Okay, the source tools. This is the tools I have created. Now this will give you one response. So here I will call it as a agent executor. Okay, agent executor. Now let me initialize. Okay, now let's define the human prompt. So from langchain langchain underscore core. Inside that I have something called message. Okay, human message, import human message. Okay, now response is equal to agents executor dot invoke. Okay, inside that you can pass the message. So I'll give the message here. So let's say message messages. So this should be in a human format. Inside that I have to give the content is equal to, I'll give the same message. Okay. Now whatever response I will get, I will just try to print the message response. I only need the messages. Now let's execute. Now see guys, here I'm getting the response. So this is the human message human has given. Tell me about the 2025 build fire. This is the message ID and I got the response, okay, from the tool. And this is referring these are the website, okay. But I need a clean output actually, okay. Then I also want to add some memory functionality with that, so that it can remember my previous conversation, okay. It is also possible, okay. How? I'll tell you, okay, how to implement. Fine. Hmm. Now if you want, you can also use stream instead of invoke. You can also use stream as well. Stream means it will give you uh, real time actually response. That means after one word another word is coming. See, this is streaming, but that was the one shot response, okay. This is the streaming response. Now let's add the memory with that. So we'll add the memory functionality. So I think remember we uh, used something called memory, okay, memory in langchain. But instead of loading the memory from the langchain, we'll load from the lang graph. So from lang graph, lang graph dot checkpoint dot memory, okay. There is a function called memory saver. Then I'll create the memory object. Memory is equal to memory saver. Hmm. Now let's again create our agents. So I'm using the same create React agents. I think I remember here I was using only another additional parameter. I'm giving the memory. Okay, the memory we have created. This is my executor again. Okay. Hmm. Now, if you want to give the trade ID, that means the message ID. Let's say I'm the user. Okay, I'm the user, and this is my message ID. Let's say there is another user. For them also, you can create another actually ID. Okay, this is called trade ID. You can also pass this parameter, but without also you can also create. No need to worry. Okay. Now here if I give this message again, so here we are giving the message who is the uh, who on the 2024 soccer cup euro cup, okay, soccer euro cup, and here is the configuration I'm giving. Now this is the response, okay. Now see, I'm asking about the soccer cup. Now if I ask another question related to the soccer cup, it will remember my previous context. Now see, here I got the response. Now here I'm asking who were the top stars of the winner team. Okay. Now I asked who won the 2020 for soccer Euro Cup. Now I'm asking who were the top stars. Okay, that means I'm not specifying my previous context. Instead of that, I'm directly asking the question. It will automatically remember. This is called memory. So to provide with the top stars, now it is searching. It is referred this website, and here is the response you got. So the top stars was Alex Ramiro, then Lamia Mal. Okay, you see that's how it is giving me the response. Okay, so are you getting guys? So how it is doing the real search operation? Hmm. So this is the actually your this one line graph. But Crew AI is like more, I mean, good one, I can say. Okay, with Crew AI, you can create actually very good agents. Fine. Now let's see another ecosystem called Langsmith. So here I will create another file. I'll name it as Langsmith demo. Okay. Hmm. So Langsmith is for the monitoring of your LLM app. Let's say you are creating one LLM app, and if you want to trace all the, let's say, execution and everything, if you want to monitor the entire application, the cost and everything, you can use this Langsmith for this. So have you used, guys, this one, ML flow in your ML ops, in your machine learning? Anyone use ML flow? So with the help of ML flow also we can trace, right, or experiment. So here also it is the similar kinds of, actually, let's say, tool. You can trace your experiment and your execution. Okay, everything you can trace. So for this you have to first of all generate the API key. So go to the LangChain website first of all, LangChain, and there you have to create a account. LangChain. Yeah, hi, little hearts. So just sign up with the account. So I already have the account, so I'll log in with my account. I'll log in with my Google account. Okay, see, this is the dashboard, okay, of your Lang Smith. Okay, you can see this is the Lang Smith dashboard, guys. Tracing project. So previously I did some project here, but I can't see. Uh, Background. This I don't have anything. Just a minute. Maybe this is the new account I have set up. Okay, fine. So previously I did some project, it was available, but now it's not there. Sir, are you going with Langchain version 0.3? No, Langchain version I'm using this one, so 0.2. Okay, you can also use 0.3. It is fine. But the time I prepared the content, this version was available. Hmm. Now what you have to do, guys, you have to create the API key. To create the API key, go to the settings. Okay, and here you will see one option called API key. Can you see API key option is there? So previously I created some API key. Maybe I can delete some of them. I will create a new one. So create an API key, give the name. I'll give a live class demo. Then I'll create the API key. Now copy it and try to mention inside the .env file. Okay, but not like that. You have to mention in that way. Langchain API key. Okay, Langchain API key. Otherwise, you can't use this Langsmith because Langsmith is the product of Langchain. So for this, you need a Langchain API key. Okay. And there is another key you need called Langchain project name. That means which project you want. That means the name you want to define of your experiment. That name. So here I can give live class demo. Let's say this is my project name I want to create in the Langsmith. Okay. That's it. Hmm. Now let's import some necessary library. So these are the necessary library you need, like OpenAI model I'm going to use, then chat prompt template, str output parser. I think you already know if you have learned the LCL and the .env package also. Let's import them. Now I'll load all the env. Okay. So here I'm loading all the env. And one thing, if you're using Langsmith, guys, okay, very simple Langsmith, but one thing you have to mention, this particular parameter langchain tracking underscore v2, it should be is equal to true. If it is true, that means automatically your langchain will trace the experiment in the Langsmith website. Okay. If it is false, it won't be tracing. So this is what you only need to do. Any difference between normal memory and LangGraph memory? See, both are same, but LangGraph is also having their own memory functionality. So see, if you're using LangGraph, then you don't need to go to Langchain to get the memory, okay? Because LangGraph is automatically providing to you. So that's why, okay? And there is another reason I think you saw. If I want to use memory in Langchain, I have to use legacy Langchain. Okay, legacy chain I have to use. But if you're importing the memory from the LangGraph, you don't need to use legacy Langchain. Okay, Adarsh. So here I'm loading my OpenAI API key and Langchain API key. Okay, the API key we have copied here. Fine. Then I am also defining another parameter called Langchain tracing underscore v2 is equal to true. So if it is true, that means you want to trace the information, trace the application in the Langsmith platform. Okay, if it is false, that means you don't want to trace. Okay, this thing you have to mention, guys. Okay, this is always you need to always remember this part. Okay. And personally, I prefer this Langsmith a lot. Whenever I develop a project, I usually make trace is equal to true because what happens, all the execution you can see in the platform itself. Okay. All the cost and everything, it will show you. So you don't need to write additional code for this. Now let's create a very basics application. So here I'll create a prompt template. So this is the prompt template, guys. You can see I have developed. So chat prompt template. So this is the system instruction. You are a helpful assistant. Please respond the user query based on the given context, and the user will give some question as well as the context, and it will give the response. So this is my prompt template, basics prompt template I have created. Now let's initialize my LLM model. So I'm using GPT 3.5 turbo model and output parser. Why? Because of that LCL, I need the output parser, and this is what I created the chain. The chain is equal to prompt model and output parser. First of all, prompt will go to the model will give the response, and it will provide to the output parser. Okay, and this is what my chain. And that's why I told you all the ecosystem supports LCL. Okay, that's why you have to give this pipe symbol everywhere. Okay, not the legacy language. Then once it is done, here is my question and here is my context. So you can see this is my question, what is the story all about? And you can see the entire context. That means here I copied one story from the Google, okay, a dragon story, and here I'm asking one question, what is the story all about? Okay, this is what I will be passing to my model. Now let's do the invoke operation. So here I'm doing the invoke chain dot invoke question and context I'm providing. Now see the magic. So this will give you the response first of all. See, this story all about dragon and concept of telling the futures. Okay, so it is giving you the response. Now if you go to the Langsmith platform, so let me go to the Langsmith. I'll go back, and here you can see if you refresh. So here is the experiment it has tracked. Can you see tracing project live class demo? Okay, the project name we have given, it is taking the same name here. Okay, and it is tracing the uh, experiment. Now this is the latency, like how much time it took to execute. Okay, so latency it is also showing. Now I'll go inside the execution. Now you can see there is different actually information, like you have executed the runnable sequence. Okay, runnable sequence, then you have total count, okay, error rate, okay, latency. So everything it is showing you. Apart from that, if you want to see some more thing, let's say I want to see the LLM chain, okay, then all run. Okay, all run means like how many let's say chain you are executing. Here we are executing 3 chain. So you can see prompt, model, and output parser, and the sequence one. Okay, so here you can see output parser, model, and prompt. And runnable sequence means it is running sequence order. Okay, it is following sequence order. That's why. Okay, so you can see different tracing it has done. Okay, now you can also see the threads monitor. Okay, like how many tokens cost. So it will give you after some times, if you do multiple experiment, that time you will be able to see that, like what was the cost each and every request. Okay, everything it will show you, even the setup. So setup wise we already did, I don't need to do the setup. I'll go to the run section, and here you can see everything. So I can go inside that, and here you can see the run. So this is the context, this is the question, and this is the output you got. Then feedback, any feedback do you have from the line speed? No feedback. Some metadata, like the version you are using. Okay, that means it is tracking the entire application, the version, the response. Okay, the cost, everything it is tracing, like a ML flow. Okay, we used to do. So this helps us to debug your application later on. Okay, I hope you got it. Now let's say you are doing second experiment. Let's say you are giving another prompt here. Let's say I want to give this prompt: summarize the story. Now I'll execute again. Now if I go back, if I go to the see, it has executed another. If I go to the tracing project, I think you will be able to understand. Inside that I have two execution. So this one, okay, you can see the timing. See, this is the time. Okay, uh, 3:80 p.m. So it has executed, and this is the next one, and this is the question I had. Got it? How we decide which agentic framework is good? See, all the frameworks are good at the end, but you have to think about the, like, let's say which is easy to use, okay, as a developer to you. So personally I feel like CrewAI, because CrewAI syntax is super easy, and here I have to write very less line of code, and I can implement very complex, let's say, agents architecture. But in LangGraph actually, uh, it's a little bit complicated. Okay, that's how you can decide CrewAI is the good, but at the end all the good. Okay, and CrewAI is only more focusing on the agents and multi-agents development, not anything else. So that's why it is coming so many functionality at the end. Can we use ML flow in place of Langsmith? Not exactly you can use, because ML flow does some more job. Okay, it will give you the model serving and all the parameter parallel coordinate graph, but this thing is not available here. It's a completely platform. So all the execution you are doing at the end, it is coming and saving and the information. That's it. Without that also you can create the application. It's not need to worry. For CrewAI, can we see the node edges? Uh, no, see, CrewAI, you can visualize that, but there are some other tool also there you can visualize. This is called low code framework. There you can see the graph. You can also hover the graph. You can see everything there. Are your plan to create tutorial on LangGraph, RAG, or hybrid RAG? See, LangGraph wise, I already showed you the one demo. RAG or hybrid RAG. Okay, I'll create some video. Okay, on that if you want, I can create. But this is not related with our concept. So did you get it, guys? This line graph. So how to trace your logs and everything. Okay. I'll share the code with you so that you can execute from your end. So let me share. But I'm not going to share this env file. So those who are attending from YouTube, I can share in the Google Drive. Yeah, so it is available in the Google Drive, and I'm also sharing in the dashboard. See, MLflow has also updated their framework. Okay, they also updated for the Gen AI, so they may also add that. Okay, but I haven't used so far MLflow. See, if I show you na MLflow website, so yes, they have also updated for the Gen AI. See, ML and Gen AI made simple. Okay, so yes, you can also do the LLM tracking also in MLflow. It is possible. Generative AI, you can see. Yes. Okay, possible. And then it is the similar platform of this uh, Smith kinds of. See, LLM tracing. Even you can also see evaluation for the RAG application. It is also possible. See, here is the tracing. Can you see? Can you see it is same as your Smith? Okay. But some additional things they have also integrated at the end. See, see experiment. You can see. Okay, the same thing as your Smith. There are so many tools, guys. Yeah, little hearts. I will check it out. Rag and hybrid rag, and I will create some tutorial on this. No, no issue. Okay, any question on this ecosystem, guys? Do you have any question? Otherwise, we can start our next topic. Okay, so maybe we can start our next topic. So next topic we'll discuss about the prompt engineering. Like I think you already know about prompt engineering. I don't need to explain this thing in new way, right? But at least let's give some idea about the prompt engineering. So yeah, I have one demo. So see, what is prompt engineering? I think you know prompt is nothing but engineering is the process of structuring an instruction that can be interpreted and understood by the generative AI model. Okay, so whatever input we usually pass to the LLM, and then this is a prompt only. Fine. Yeah, and to give the prompt, you just need to know some like concept, like how we can give the prompt. Whenever we are giving the prompt should be a clear instruction. You should specify the format. So if you know these are the thing, what is few short prompt, what is that's one short prompt. If you know these are the thing, I think is more than enough. Okay. Now, in prompt engineering, you have concept of like write, refine, and or optimizing prompts. Perfect then the interaction between humans and AI. Consistently monitor this prompt. Okay, maintain up to date prompt. That means if you're designing any prompt, this prompt should be up to date also. Let's say if your application is also getting updated, prompt should be also getting uploaded. Okay, you also need to take care of this part. So let's say this is a demo of the prompt. Let's say here is my prompt I have created. Let's say correct my paragraph. Today was the great day in the world for me. In the world for me, I went Disneyland with my mom. Uh, it could have, see here some spelling is also wrong. Could have been better if wasn't raining. Okay, so let's give this prompt in the chat GPT. So here this is the prompt. You can use any LLM, but as of now I'll try to use chat GPT. I can take a new message here. I can give. So see, ChatGPT will correct that. So whatever you did the mistake, it will correct. But see, that's how actually you can't do the conversation. Okay, with this particular let's say topic. So instead of giving the prompt like that, I can pass like that. Let me show you. This is the second prompt. So this prompt I have written. I want you to act as a spoken English teacher. Let's say you are learning spoken English and you want to practice with this let's say LLM model, and whatever let's say mistake you will be doing, that thing you want to rectify. Okay, so here you are telling I will speak you in English and you will reply me in English to practice my spoken English. I want you to keep your reply neat, limiting the reply to 100 words. I want you to strictly correct my grammar mistakes and typos. Okay, I want you to ask me questions in your reply. Now let's start the practicing. You could ask me the question first. Remember, I want you to strictly correct my grammatical mistakes, typos, and the factual errors. Now if you see both prompt, actually this prompt is more actually let's say refined, and this is more accurate prompt if I want to do this kinds of operation with my LLM. Okay, now let's say if I give this particular prompt to the LLM. Now see here, it will work as an English teacher. Okay, now see, it is telling me let's go start it. What is your favorite place to visit and why do you like it? So I'll just write my favorite place. So I'll do some grammar mistake also. Is India. I love Indian food. Okay. Now if I give that, now see here is the correct one. My favorite place is India. I love Indian food. Okay. Now, what specific Indian dishes you like to enjoy most? I'll give, let's say, what should I give, guys? I gave, let's say, masala dosa. Masala dosa. Okay. Okay. Now it is asking, what do you about masala dosa? I like masala of dosa. Okay. See, here I'm doing some grammatical mistake also, and it is trying to correct me. So that's how see, it is acting as an English teacher with me currently. Okay, it is acting as a English teacher like me. But the previous prompt you've given, that was not actually that much of clear. Okay, but the next prompt I have given, this is like more accurate and more clear and more detailed. So always, whenever you are giving any kinds of prompt to the LLM, make sure the prompt should be in detail and well structured prompt, so that whatever, let's say, work you want to do with your LLM, you can specify everything in just one prompt. Okay, that is why actually this kinds of prompt engineering is required at that. Okay. So see some prompt. So whenever you give some prompt, there are some actually linguistic also includes, like you have to know about the phonetics, phonology, morphology, syntax, semantic. Okay, so these are the thing you have to know. But again, this is the concept of like English language grammar. So if you're not familiar with, it's completely fine. So those who are language expert, okay, they can actually design this prompt in a better way. But nowadays actually we already have lots of prompt, okay, prompt template over the internet. Even this Langchain is also having prompt hub. Langchain prompt hub. From there also you can get the prompt. So maybe in my previous example I showed you one demo, na prompt hub. So from here also you can search different prompt you can use in them. See, rag prompt you have. See, they have already written the rag prompt. Okay. So small prompt you can write, but when it comes to bigger prompt, you also need to take care about the grammatical, okay, phoneme, then this morphemes, phonetics. Okay, these are the thing you also need to take care. And here I already told you, linguistics are the key to prompt engineering, because if you are a linguistic experts, definitely you can design the best prompt out of it. Okay, and these are some generative AI model. I think you already know. Okay, and best practice to design the prompt: clear instruction should be there, then adapt a persona, then specify the format. Let's say you can also specify the format, in which format you want to get the output. So you can also specify the format. Okay, avoid the leading the answer, limit the scope. Okay, so that's how you can give. And types of prompt, like you have zero shot prompting and few shot prompting. Zero shot prompting means you are giving a, let's say, prompt with a no example, and few shot prompting means you are giving a prompt with example. Okay. Yeah. Now, if you see the curriculum, next we'll try to develop some application, okay, level 1 application, and we'll also see the llama index, okay, llama index alternative of langchain. Okay, then we'll start with the LLM ops. So guys, so far let me know, these basics are clear, let me know this langchain expression language ecosystem, are you clear? Are we going to have end-to-end project? Yes, definitely end-to-end project. You can see level 3, okay, with the deployment also, Ibrahim. So anyone having any query? Just a minute. Is prompting structure independent of LLM or some specific are there based on the model? No, it's a independent, but whenever you are giving, make sure it should be accurate, well organized, okay, and meaningful. Yeah. And guys, there is another webinar I'm going to conduct on advancing visual intelligence, exploring the latest trends in computer vision. So it will be conducted on 14 actually January. So this is the time 9:30 p.m. IST. So after joining this webinar, you can also get the certificate. So you can start the registration here. Okay, I'm sharing the link. So all of you can do the registration and join this webinar. Okay, guys. So this is all, and next we'll try to develop actually project. Okay, a level 1 project, and we'll also see the llama index. Okay. Hmm. Until then, whatever things I showed you, just try to practice. I already shared the code and everything, because once you have like good understanding on the basics, the foundation, so implementing project would be very much easy for you. Okay. Yeah. And going forward, we'll be doing lots of project, lots of practical. Okay, so whatever basics you required, I already covered. Okay, everything. All right. Okay. So okay, guys, this is all, and I just wanted to cover all the like theory you needed to perform the practical. So next we'll try to cover 10 projects. I think 10 to 8 projects we have. Let me see how many projects we have here. In generative AI masters, we have one, 8 project. 8 project we'll try to do, and llama index we'll try to do. Okay. Yeah. Okay, fine. So bye everyone. Take care. Bye all of you.